Hi, my name's James and welcome to R&R, the show where I react to and review some of the latest and greatest music videos. Today I'll be checking out Demons by Doja Cat. Let's get into it. Cool. I like a cinematic style film clip. Something a bit more going on. Whoa. Sleep paralysis demon. Whoa! Alright, so far what's on screen is very cool. I do like the sort of theming that we're getting, that sort of sleep paralysis demon sort of thing. I do like the themes that are shown so far. It's really cool, especially how like effective the red eyes are, the contact lenses. I really like the aesthetic and that theme. It's very cool. Musically, I'm not sure. The mix sounds a little bit lackluster, I feel, or maybe it's the master. I'm not exactly sure, but I can hear the intent behind like the really big beat that Doja Cat's rapping over. I feel it needs to be bigger though. Maybe I just need to turn my headphones up a little, but it's not rocking the speakers. There's not that sort of big, heavy sub-bass feeling that I feel they're trying to attempt to get to. You know, it's almost in that realm of Rico Nasty, but again, just maybe it's the mastering. It needs to, I feel it needs to be a bit louder. Although the way that Doja Cat's vocals are mixed over the beat is really cool. It's simple. Doja Cat's vocal really sits well around those sounds. I do like the little sort of trumpeting sound, synthesizer sound as well, and also that sort of like rising arpeggiated synthesizer sound. That was really cool, really nice touch that contrasts well again with that sort of like the big beat. I would say that verse there definitely wasn't as strong as the previous. It almost feels like, sort of like the economy of the song just wasn't used well there. There was a lot of dead space, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I do like, the space between the notes, or in this case, the space between the lyrics. But yeah, it just sort of seemed a bit lower than the first verse. The first verse was pretty strong. That one there, it was okay. There was some funny little bits within the lyrics, but yeah. We get that chorus in, it's a pretty simple chorus. Musically, we really don't get anything new. It's just that same backing beat for Doja Cat to rap over. We do get that sort of double chorus thing where, the first half, the lyrics are really just sort of said, they're in the same way that they're sort of said in the previous verse, and then we get that second half where now they're sort of, there's a bit more emotion and yelling, and also some mixing techniques where they've added some saturation or distortion on the vocal, which just adds that extra intensity, which is a really great technique, I think, and just changes things a little bit there. But as for serving the song, I don't think it really changes or adds anything. Like, I would have preferred, instead of it being a double chorus, the chorus starting off in that second half with the big emotion and intensity and that saturated vocal. I think that would have just gotten much more to the point. It almost feels like the video clip, or at least the concept for it, or like the storyboarding for it, came before the song, and it's sort of like we need to pad out the song to fit with the video. So yeah, I think they could have cut that first section out, or that first half of the chorus, and just got straight to the second half to move things along a bit more, especially being a bit of a slower song as well. I think that would have just helped pacing.
I'm a cash cow. I'm the fastest growing bitch on all your apps now. You are tired of me cause I'm on your ass now. You are mad at me cause I am on a slap now. I can nap now. Lots of people that were sleeping say I rap now. Lots of people's hopes and dreams are finally crashed now. Lots of people say they met me in the past now. I done took the spotlight and made them black out. I done took the whole dick and blew my back out. I just swallowed all the shit, spit the class out. I take the trash out. I'm finna cash out. Bitch, do not pass out.
All right, so we have that verse there where I guess you can sort of split it up into two. The first half, it's basically sort of a call out sort of verse, but Doja Cat's not really specific as to who she's calling out. It seems more of like, just calling out the groups of people which have been throwing negativity at her over the past 6 to 12 months, I guess. And personally for me, I only know sort of a little bit about the controversy, so I'm not really going to go there. And then you get that second half of the verse where, again, almost more similar to how the song started off, where she's sort of talking about herself, building herself up. And then, it obviously thematically, it just keeps building on this sort of horror movie aspect of things, which has been really cool, really entertaining. Now it's sort of taken that turn into, I guess, Paranormal Activity sort of style. Very cool. And that's absolutely the one thing that you should do if you're in a haunted house. Don't stay there. I don't know why it's this trope that seems to be around, since the almost the dawn of horror movies, where you have to stay in the house. No, get the hell out of there. As soon as you're experiencing a haunting. But as for the music, we really don't get anything new. There were some moments where, the track drops out for giving more intention and purpose to a word or a phrase or a line. But overall, personally for me, I kind of struggle getting through a hip hop song like this where it's almost 4 minutes long. There's not a lot of compositional changes, particularly in the tempo of the song. As I mentioned previously, it's a bit of a slower one. So I would have liked something in there, almost a bridging section, which really twists things musically or turns it on its head, does something different. Or you could go the other way, and rather than the music changing, the vocal delivery changing, because it's pretty consistent throughout a lot of the song. Like, I feel if there was a section in there which vocally it almost went like double time, that would have been really cool, like a really quick, fast section. And then again, we get that sort of chorus at the end there. And again, I feel it doesn't really need to be a double chorus. I think it could just get straight into that second half. Again, breaks the song down a bit more, puts that intensity in there that I feel the song wants and needs, as well as, the intensity that's showing on the screen. I think it would have just enhanced that so much more. So yeah, it's an okay song. I think it has a point and a message which is much more directly connected to Doja Cat. But then, the film clip was really cool, really interesting, really entertaining, which I feel this song needs. I feel this song as a song, live is going to be really big. Listening to it, it's okay, but with the addition of the film clip, really enhances the song, in my opinion. All right, that's it for me in this one. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below if you think I missed anything or your opinions on Demons by Doja Cat. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other videos, and you'll see me in the next one.